Dear students, good evening. Welcome to Excellence IAS. Let us do the editorial analysis for today, that is 22nd December 2022. The first article, the need to make cancer drugs affordable. You know that cancer incidence, number of cases of cancer, are increasing in India due to changed food habits of us. And many of the cancers are also treatable today due to emergence of new techniques and technologies. But the major hindrance is cost of the drugs and cost of the treatment protocols. And most of these drugs are patented. When a drug enjoys a patent, only the patent holder can manufacture the drug, or the person authorized by the patent holder can manufacture the drug. It means clearly outsiders cannot do that. So generic drugs cannot come up. The second problem is, once the patent ends in 20 years, there is a problem. The issue is evergreening of patents. What is meant by evergreening of patents? I change the molecule a bit and I take a new patent over the existing patent and I extend the patent for another 20 years. Because of this, the generic drugs are not available for it and the cost of the treatment is going up and up. So Indian Patents Act has a provision for this. Whenever we have essential drugs and these are not available to the healthcare needs of the country, they can give something called compulsory licensing. Compulsory licensing, it means they can authorize a local manufacturer to manufacture that particular drug, even violating the patents. So this is in the health interests of the country. So in this case, what the author argues is, we shall go for the compulsory licensing of the anti-cancer drugs to fight this menace because it has become a public health problem now. Next, ties with the Taliban. Remember here, Taliban has recently given a decree saying that women shall not enter into universities. Previously what they said is, they kept some parda between men and women students in the universities. So obviously, it is gender antagonizing measure. If you talk about India or any other countries which are maintaining relations with Taliban, so these are not vocal about this. So that's why women rights shall become the central for any country to deal with the Taliban. So what is been feared when Taliban came to power is, again a gender regressive regime has come to power. So women rights have to become central to everything. In this case, India also shall review its policy, hands-off policy, and it has to work towards protecting the rights of women in Afghanistan. Concerning sequence, let us understand the story of China. China, it has stopped vaccination for elderly for certain fears. All of a sudden, the cases started increasing. What can be the reasons why the cases are increasing in China? One is herd immunity did not form because of severe lockdowns which are being imposed. Second, vaccination coverage is not extensive. So in India, herd immunity already exists and vaccination coverage is superior to any other country. And China's experience, what it says is, lockdowns, they are doing more harm than good in fighting the COVID-19. As new strains are been coming, India also has certain new dangers. The reason is, a vaccine works for a certain period. After that, booster doses are necessary. So, the antibodies created by the vaccine, they wane. This is called waning immunity. So the antibodies decrease over a period of time. What are antibodies? The antibodies are those that fight the virus. So that's where booster vaccine has been given, and this booster vaccine will provide for the new antibodies. As the new variants comes up, we need to develop much quality vaccines. In this context, government has took the project of sequencing the genome of all the variants of SARS-CoV-2. Because of this, we can develop much potent vaccines against COVID-19. Benchmark for EC's appointments. Today, election commissioner, how he is appointed? He is appointed by the President of India on the recommendations of Council of Ministers. Appointed by President of India on the recommendation of Council of Ministers. In this case, most of the times IAS officers who are retired are been appointed as CEC or EC. Obviously, these are closely connected with the government of the day. And also an obligation is created by the government that I have put you into that particular seat. And this appointment of IAS officers, it has been criticized that EC is more functioning like a bureaucratic organization today. And second is, ECs and CECs, they will not, normally ECs will be eliminated as CECs, It means an election commissioner will be appointed as CEC. This elevation is not good. What they say is, regularly new waters, new thought has to enter into the election commission. And these people also has to be completely independent from the government. Then what to do this? How to do this? He suggests for a parliamentary committee. And this parliamentary committee has to pass a law regarding the qualifications, conditions of service of the election commissioners with a 2/3 majority of members present and voting. And second, the selection of the election commissioners also shall be given to the parliamentary committees. So like that, let us involve the parliament with regard to the appointment of election commissioners and chief election commissioner. That is the objective of this. In this case, yesterday we saw another article that is related to integrity institutions or fourth estate institutions. These are called as election commission is one such integrity institution or fourth estate institution which is meant to maintain accountability of the government of India, not just the free and fair elections. That's how we need to see it as. The INS Mormugao and its capabilities. So this is anti-ship, right? Anti-ship Mormugao is been built. So you can launch surface-to-surface air missile, surface-to-surface missiles, surface-to-air missiles, anti-submarine missiles, everything through this. In this case, Barak 8, it is a surface-to-air missile. And BrahMos is a surface-to-surface cruise missile. Surface-to-surface cruise missile. Similarly, RBU 6000, these are anti-submarine rockets. It also has a helicopter landing facility. That's why this is a very capable machine which can strengthen our navy. What is the latest clash between AAP and Delhi L.G? Let me give you one scenario to explain this. Let us take a person, our TRS is there. This is running a government in Telangana state. Before elections, if it gives full page newspaper ads, where the cost has to be counted? To the TRS party or Telangana government. The money of Telangana government belongs to the people of Telangana, and then the TRS party, it belongs to a group of people. In this case, many of the times political parties in power, what they do, they give the advertisements as government advertisements, but they are intended to promote the party. So if you see TRS advertisements which are being given on behalf of the Telangana government, they give in pink color. Now if you take AP government, they give in YSRCP colors. But money where it is being paid for? It is paid from government exchequer. There the things are much worse. The reason is most of the advertisement money is going to Sakshi newspaper. So in this case, the Supreme Court has clearly stated that certain guidelines have to be framed with regard to differentiating these party ads and government ads. In this, the Committee on Content Regulation in Government Advertising, this has been formed by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. The AAP government in Delhi did the same. What the AAP government says today is, these are government advertisements. But this Committee on Content Regulation in Government Advertising says that they are not appear to be government advertisements, but they are party advertisements. Then LG took this as a chance and clearly stated that these AAP as a political party shall pay 97.14 crore back to the government for misusing the government advertising for its own advantage. This is the latest rift between AAP and LG in Delhi. And in this case, we have to focus on what is the constitutional status of Delhi, what are the powers of LG and powers of the elected government headed by Chief Minister. We need to have a comprehensive understanding of that. Why LG is able to take that action in Delhi, why the governor is unable to take that action in AP and Telangana, you need to analyze from yourself, for yourself. Thank you very much.